They don't die horribly of punishments and stuff like that, but their strength is firm. They're very powerful and they have plenteous and they live in fat, just like that blessing that came upon Esau. He has the fatness of the earth. He's fat. He's living good. He has all the things, and therefore, because of his fatness, he's beyond proud. Right. So now here, Job. No, that was something else. This was for Job 30, actually. Yeah, I can read this too. Mm, yeah, I can read this too. But this is also for Job 30 and 2. Job 5 and 26. Thou shalt come to thy grave in full age, like as a shock of corn cometh in his season. Now, this was for the Israelites. But nowadays, these Edomites have it, man. They live long, prosperous life, and they die. You'd be like, wow, live a long, prosperous life. Look at this queen from England, and her associates. They live in long, and the violence is never around them. You have cities in America that never lock their. Wait, there was a city in America. Then a Jake came there. I made a video about it. A Jake came there and he ruined the shit. He murdered for a car, by the way. A city that has not seen. He came. He was working as a. No, this is not him. He was working as a military guy, and then he came, and then he murdered for a car. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore. But I made a video about it, so yeah. Now going on. Now it says here, Job 21 and 13. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave without pain, no punishments for all the wicked things they have been doing. Job 21 and 7. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, and are mighty in power? That's actually what they're doing. As we see them, they are mighty in power. But even Job was asking the question, ain't they mighty in power? That don't make no sense. But we don't see what the Heavenly Father will do unto them. Especially how we are fragile, meaning we don't live long, you know. Not you can't live, you don't live 150 years, so you don't see the judgment being passed down upon them, you know. Psalms 37 and 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. That's their future. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So that's why sometimes, you need to, wait. Psalms 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Right? Because when you read this in the beginning, you'd be like, what does this mean? Right? And therefore you need them precepts to make you get that understanding. So you'd be like, oh, no, I get it. Right? So that's why we are not ignorant of Satan's devices or the trickery things that they're doing. For example, now this is a page that I have often used. A $60 billion housing grab by Wall Street. Hundreds of thousands of single-family homes are now in the hands of giant companies, squeezing renters for revenue and putting the American dream even further out of reach. Filthy dreamers. By 2016, okay, I already read that, but I'm gonna read it again. By 2016, 95% of the distressed mortgages on Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac's book were auctioned off to Wall Street investors without any meaningful stipulation, and private equity firms had acquired more than 200,000 homes in desirable cities and middle-class suburban neighborhoods, creating a tantalizing new asset class. What are they doing? They're buying up all the houses, and therefore you can't get none. And then they are raising the rent so that you now have to pay more. That's the same thing what they're doing with the so-called chip shortage, with the so-called the thing from 2019 until now with the Corona passport and stuff like that. Everything got more expensive. Well, it's the same thing that they're doing with the war. They're raising prices. And the people are the ones that are actually suffering from it. But the elites, they don't give a shit. They got more money than you can count. None of you can count to 1 trillion. You can try. I'll wait. You'd be dead by the time that you're done counting. Here, go count. If you want to put somebody on a death sentence, tell them to count 1 trillion seconds. See if he lives after counting those seconds. Make them count seconds. Don't go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, like this one. 3, 4, 5. You'd be dead. So, going on. Now it says here, tantalizing. Tormenting or teasing with the sight so you can see it, or promise, oh, it's going to be good in a few years, of something unobtainable. Right. Warns, the shortage will last likely, what? The shortage will likely not ease before the second half of 2022, with some products continuing to be delayed by deficiency of chips in 2023. Okay, what is this then? Fucking shortage, man. Don't let these people trick you, man. There ain't no shortage. Hey, you can create it. Then it will be there. They are creating a tantalizing new asset, the single-family rental home. The companies would make money, how? On raising home values while tenants cover the mortgage. So they make the housing prices go up and then you pay the mortgage. This is a good scheme. When Englewood reached out to the strategic acquisitions, I think it's a company or something like that, in the winter of 2013 to buy his house, it was no longer interested in selling. I wonder why. Ellingwood asked again a year later. The company didn't reply. Over the next 7 years, strategic acquisitions would turn over management to Colony Capital. So now they switch Power Seat, basically. Another person owns it. And Colony's real estate holdings would merge with a series of companies. Oh, so it went from here to there, and then from there through all over the place. Who owns this? Accumulating in the Blackstone subsidiary. Invention Homes. Making Invention Homes the largest single family renter. So they put it in the hands of one. There you have it. BlackRock and Vanguard. Now it says Blackstone, I know. They have these pseudonames, my man, Now, BlackRock and Vanguard and UBS are screwing the world. Yes, they are. I'm going to put this link in the description box. The world's 3 largest asset managers, BlackRock, Vanguard, and UBS, alone control 21 trillion, more than that, by the way. This is just what they have on record. Roughly equivalent How long does it take to spend 1 trillion? What would it take? hmm It would take about this thing. But if you spend a million a day, you know, an hour, sorry, not a million a day, an hour. Okay, check this out. $1 million spent a day would take 2,800 years to spend a trillion. Okay. So 1 million spent a day would take 2,800 years to spend 1 trillion. So if you spend a million a day, it would take you 2,800 to spend 1 trillion. Or if you spend $1 every second around the clock, you already know, it's going to take you 32,000, but it says here 312 and 688 a year. Yeah, 312,000, sorry. But then I thought it was 32. But they're playing around. I don't know. I think the comma is supposed to be here. But let me go on. You're still not going to outlive this. To spend 1 trillion. Spending 1 million an hour nonstop for 24 hours a day, you wouldn't run out of $1 trillion for 411 years. So it's more than 411 years. And these fuckfaces have $21,000, $21 trillion. And that's just one part of their so-called company. Then you have this guy. He made 2 trillion in 1 year. Led by Elon Musk's crazy gains, American billionaires have added nearly 2 trillion to their fortune during the pandemic. Yes, when everybody was basically having no money whatsoever. They made 2 trillion. that's a that's a great business thingy. It's a great business trick. I wonder who died for them to make that money. Oh, should I say it like that? Right. It's here it is. I don't know what's happening with my. Right now it says here, 1 year. Oh. It says here 1 year day 2020 before this thing swept the U.S. The nation's billionaires have the collective of 3.4 trillion in wealth, according to Forbes estimate. Yeah, estimate. That's all you do, devil. You don't know shit. Today, they're worth nearly 5 trillion on record, so-called officially. They got more than that, my man. In other words, because ain't 50 Cent said that he was bankrupt? Didn't he say he was bankrupt when they said he filed for bankruptcy? Chapter 11 recognized in 2015 with debts of 36 million and assets of less than 20 million. He filed for bankruptcy. He's still balling in money though. You know what they do? This is what he does. He playing with you. Kickaboo. That's what he doing. And you know where he got that from? The people that faces on that goddamn money. And that money is damned by God. So that's why I said it like that. By that goddamn money. The people whose faces upon that money. Those are the ones that taught him that. As he's eating a cookie. Look like a cookie but it's bread. You know? He's broke, right? You think he broke. Nah. He just playing with you. The same way they're playing with you. Billionaires he gotten from them. So he got it from the professionals. Billionaires have gotten more than 1.8 trillion richer since the pandemic began. The massive jump in billionaires' wealth comes as markets have surged. The S&P 500 is up 45% since the start of 2020. While the Dow Jones Industrial Average has risen 27%, the wealthiest Americans have, of course, beaten the market. Yeah, of course. How else? They're 56% richer over that span. They doubled. But what did he do? He did more than He did more than tripled. The spoils, here's the part, here's the fun part. The spoils are concentrated at the top. Just 20 people account for more than half of all the billionaires' gains. So you can say that 20 people have split this 1.8 trillion divided by 20 is, how much is that? Is 90 billion? Is it 90? Yeah, it's 90 billion. So 1 trillion divided by 20 is 90 billion per person. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You know, you can buy people. You can buy people in the world. You can buy, man. You can buy everything. Let's go back to the scriptures. This is why the scripture says this. Psalm 73. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there is no bands in their death. They're not punished, but their strength is firm. They're very prosperous, right? They're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, right, because of that, all this, pride compass them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. It's like they wear violence. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They greedy. They have more than heart could wish. They have more than heart could wish, and still they want more. They want to put a chip in you. You will own nothing and be happy. They even make a song about that. But yeah, World Economic Forum. Yeah, whatever, that bullshit. They're trying to fact check you. False. You're so funny, boy. That's why I'm telling you, you gotta watch out for these stink tongue demons. They're the devil. These people are having press conferences telling you, welcome to 2030. I own nothing, have no privacy, and life has never been better. They're holding press conferences telling you what they're doing. And then you have guys like this trying to shush you down. Shh, go back to sleep. You have devils like this trying to check you. Hey, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Meanwhile, you have other people trying to wake you up like, hey, get up out there. That sleep that you in, man. There's another quote from this devil. This devil has a quote. Look at this psycho eyes, man. Look at these psycho eyes. You mean this is a serial killer, man? Look at this shit. I see the devil. That's what I see. I see devils. I see dead people. That's what I see. I don't know how y'all look, but I look at this like seeing. I see it. I don't know if you see it. You know, I just look at them and be like, look at this face. Right. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so where was that? Right. Their eyes stand out with fatness, Psalm 73 and 7. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. One of the things is, for example, and when the Native Americans say that this is racism, they be like, oh, no, it's just for the kids. We're just having fun, you know. Hey, it's just for the kids, right? They oppress you. But, oh, no, it's just for the kids, man. We just having fun. It's for them children, right? It's nothing. It's just for the kids. It's all fun, right? A father dresses up at Hitler and was shocked at the backlash he received. Huh? What are you talking about? Unacceptable. The murder of 6 million Jews is not a Halloween costume. Huh? Why not? Sony apologizes for Nazi-type clothing in their outfits and stuff. Like, they have to apologize. Huh? Why? It's for the kids. I mean, we're doing it for the kids, right? It's just a joke, man. What are you talking about? 25 offensive canceled Halloween costume. Huh? Why? It's it's just a joke, right? I mean, it's just an outfit. Amazon. Amazon apologizes. No, Kentucky Dad. No, 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 no. Amazon apologizes for Hitler book disguised as dog, whatever. Amazon apologizes. They have to apologize for a book. Sears, Walmart apologizes for selling Nazi posters. They gotta apologize for that shit, man. Mm-hmm. Sears, Amazon, and also what's the other one? What's Alibaba or something? eBay affiliates take children's sweatwear with Nazis offline because eBay was selling them too, and Alibaba also. No, but wait, that's not it. The Confederate flag with the Chinese name Nazi and stuff like that. That was Alibaba. Okay. Let me see. Alibaba Chinese tax is considered given. Right, going on. They speak wicked concerning that. That's just one part of the oppressions that they're doing, and they speak wickedly concerning it too, man. You know, they speak loftily, which is proud. But then, if you read on, you will see that Asaph was saying, "Verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued." They're not plagued. There's no bands in their death. They're not plagued. And chastened every morning. They're not chastened. They're not being punished. Their strength is firm. If I say, I will speak thus, so Asaph said, if I say that I will speak like this, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. And the children are of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because my children. Here. Ezekiel 16 and 21. That thou hast slain my children and delivered them to cause them to pass through the fire for them. Because the children that we get is from for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So it says here, verse 20, moreover, thou hast taken thy sons and thy daughters, whom thou hast borne unto me, unto Yahweh, Yahweh the power, Lord. And these hast thou sacrificed unto them to be devoured, these idols of these other nations. Is this of thy whoredoms a small matter? No, it is not. That thou hast slain my children and delivered them to be caused, delivered them to cause them to pass through the fire for them. Woe unto thee. That's what our people did, by the way. Just like these heathen nations. That's why the Lord said, you are like your mother and not like your father, the Hittite, and your mother, the Amorite, or vice versa. Your father, the Amorite, and your mother, the Hittite. One of those two. It's in the same chapter. If you have the time, you can read it for yourself. Now, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Yeah, it was too painful because it was like, these goddamn people, why are they prosperous, man? Why are they be able, why can they do this? Why are they able to do this? Let me read this on quick. Single family rental company in America. That's them. They're the largest, right? I can just put this there then. Right. Yeah, I missed the spot. But going on now, it says here, with 82,500 homes at its height, they got more than that. The other one got 200,000. So what you talking about, Willis? It got 200,000. Those are all private equity firms. Yeah, whatever, man. Blackstone, BlackRock, same thing. Oh yeah, mentioning BlackRock, talking about BlackRock. Now this is what BlackRock, up first images. This is what BlackRock owns. This. These are the three companies that own all this shit. And what are all those dots? These three companies, right? And what do they own? anything and everything that you wear to anything and everything that you even breathe. They even own those chemtrails in air. Anything and everything that you see and see not, they have that. All this, all these, PepsiCo has this, Kellogg's has this, Mars has this thing here has this thing here has this. They all have their portion. Johnson and Johnson, they're not only in the vaccine department, they're all over the place. Nestle, you would think of cocoa, hot cocoa. Oh no, boy, they own more than you can imagine. P&G, Coca-Cola, you think it's only drinks. Oh no, all these things they own. These State Street, you have others, but just focus on these two. They're the main. They're the biggest. You got the USB or UBS, whatever, man. You're not important. But then these two are the ones. Black and Vanguard. The future is closer than you think. Yeah, that's their enterprise. They're busy with their enterprise. That new world order. They got oil and gas. They got the money system. They got coal. They got the workers. They got the forests. They got all things and everything. This is what you're literally doing. You're killing yourself. They got the cement thing, the housing, for example. This is also housing and furniture and stuff like that. You got the food, nature wreckers. They do wreck the earth. They got the oil. You swimming in oil. The animals is dying and stuff like that with the gas. You got the money. Everything they got, man. Everything they got. They got the 3G. They got the companies. They got the what's that thing again? The telephone companies, that's what I'm looking for. They got the banks. They got everything, man. UBS. They got everything and anything. They are the octopus. That's why they love to print out the octopus. What's it again? I forgot their name. Yeah, this one. Hydra. Oh, man. Hydra. You got the Hydra, and the reason why they call themselves to an octopus, and that's why you see a lot of aliens with octopus heads and stuff like that. They come to control anything and everything. Is because an octopus has a lot of tentacles, and when you chop off one tentacle, another one grows therefore in place. That's what they have. So and they all they have their paws in all things, because they have a lot of legs, branches. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, they got this. Their tentacles are all over the world. Their tentacles are all over the world. Yeah. We see the world controlling. Right. Who controls the yeah, this is German. I can't really 100% read that, but I knew there's control. And who is it? They're controlling the world, the wealth of the world. They reign. Regeren. They reign. Yeah, my German is not that good. So where is it? Here. Right now it goes into here, and 7,000 whatever homes after Blackstone sold a share at the end of the last year. Inglewood, however, could hardly distinguish among the various LLCs he paid rent to. Why? Because they're the goddamn same. That's why. What do you mean distinguish? He didn't know who the hell he was paying. Recognize. You better recognize. He couldn't. Strategic Property Management, Colony American Homes, Starwood, Waypoint, Invention Homes. You don't know who is who or what is what, because they own everything. And it all goes back to two companies. And they all Hydra, meaning they got their tentacles in everything and everywhere imaginable. From the food to the clothing to your wife. Or the female that you're just plowing for the time being. Because that's not your wife. It's It's something you found. It's like a used condom. Somebody busted a nut in her mouth, and now you can have it because he doesn't want her no more, or she doesn't want him no more. Either way, or they both don't want each other no more. But he still busted that nut in her hair, ear lil, probably flipped over into her, I don't know, back of the head, anywhere and everywhere that nut had to become, had to be, literally come, drop it. Ellingwood didn't know it at the time, but his story was to be the story of millions of renters around the country. How about around the world? Around the world, around the world. The beginning of a downward spiral into the financial industry's newest scheme to harvest money from housing. This is why houses are very hard to get. The market is skyrocketing because they want to fuck you over. They hate you. You know why? Because they're supposed to. They're devils. Yeah? Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. So why are they doing this? Because they're the goddamn devil. The wicked control this earth. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. So once you are in the sanctuary of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you're not going to be envious at the foolish and the prosperity of the wicked. You're not going to think like they're not being punished. You don't see it. But wait. Surely, Yahweh, thou didst set them in slippery places. They're going to fall. Thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with terrors. Once that time comes, they're going to be afraid, boy. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image, their ways, everything about them, anything and everything. Thus my heart was grieved, and I was pricked in my reins and my guts. His mind was grieved. So foolish was I, and ignorant. I was as a beast before thee. Why? Because he thought that verily he has cleansed his heart in vain. Like, hey man, for nothing I was trying to live a good life, man. I was trying to keep the blood off my hand. These people are murdering people and nothing happens to them, man. They're taking over land. They're poisoning people. They're raising the rent. They're raising the prices on food, water, gas, anything and everything that you can ever imagine. They're getting fat rich. They're creating shortages. There is none. If I can even think of ways to actually do prosperous things in the world, right? How come they can't? No. They don't want to. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. So that's why the Lord forgives. That's why he said, because even though you might be like, hey, the Lord don't love us, man. Look at what he do to us, man. Look at what he make these people do to us. Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Yeah, you Lord don't love us, man. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. Where was the other one? Isaiah 55 and... It's time for some food. Let me see. Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return to Yahweh. So even the righteous man his thoughts also, and going on, because Asaph was righteous, but he still had mad crazy thoughts. And then when he found out, it hurt him. He was like, oh man, I can't even forgive myself for what I just did. So foolish was I, and unknowing. I was as a beast before thee. So this shows you that if you don't know the Lord, you're a beast. If you don't have the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you are a beast. A brute beast at that. So it says here, call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts. Forsake the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power Yahweh, for he will abundantly pardon, and to our God, right? So he will have mercy upon us, and he will have it upon you too, us, as he had it upon Asaph. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee, because he forgave us. Thou hast holden me by my right hand, not the left. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel. With all thy wisdom get the understanding. And afterward receive me to glory. That's what we want. You know. Verse 27. For lo, they that are far from thee shall perish. Thou hast destroyed all them that go a whoring from thee. You're a whore. If you go to another god, you're a whore. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 21. How is the faithful city become an harlot? That beautiful city. How has it become a whore? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it. But now, murderers. So, the Heavenly Father destroyed us. And this is the same thing with Esau, but he was never that faithful city. Babylon is a golden cup in the hand of the Lord. So everybody thinks it's beautiful, but it's not. It's like a woman. Women are beautiful palaces built upon sewers. But once we get that power, our daughters will become Psalms 144 and 12. I start at 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children. We are now in the hand of strange children because they poison you with the food, man. We are in their hand, basically. Whose mouths speak vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. And it is. They're lying to you. That our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth. That's what we want. That our daughters may be as cornerstones, because the woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest, but now she's a pillar of stress, right? Polished after the similitude of a palace. So our daughters will be cornerstones, man, right? The book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Nowadays, she's a pillar of stress. But in the future, the Heavenly Father said, she will be a cornerstone, something that you can lean on. What is a cornerstone? A cornerstone in the building is something that is being leaned upon, actually. That's why it's more solid than the rest of these things. Because if it was actually these things, it might fall. This one, you know. But don't get too proud talking about if you be taken away, then the man will fall. If you have that in your head, be aware. If you have that in your head, female, if you're even listening, Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. I'm not talking. Isaiah's talking. I'm just reading. Many days a year shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman. For the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. No more jobs, no more gathering food. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and girth sackcloth upon your loins. This represents sorrow. And it's talking to the daughters of Israel. Ye careless daughters of Israel. Watch your mouth. You're not that, but you will be. But not as a cornerstone concerning that without you, the whole foundation falls. No, because the Lord said that Proverbs 8:4, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. Right? But this is how our daughters will be in the kingdom, that our daughters may be as cornerstones, meaning a pillar of rest for her husband, her Israelite husband. Ain't no, ain't no, ain't no woman in the kingdom of Israel, of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, under Yahweh Bashem Yahshai of Israel, and no daughter of Israel shall have a heathen as husband, polished after the similitude of a palace. So the similarity of a palace. And you know that the palace is very beautiful. That's how your daughter is going to be. She's going to be like that beautiful palace that everybody wants, but only one can live there. That's what's up. This is your daughter. Which one of you doesn't want to live there? Well, this is ugly, but you have beautiful more. Wait, let me see. Modern houses, modern palaces. Okay, I know that we're gonna have more beautiful houses than this. This is a little bit more pretty because it's more modern. I'm not really into these old things. You might find it beautiful. I mean, everybody has their taste. I mean, like, not everybody likes the color. Orange. Not everybody likes the color orange. I was just thinking of a color. I mean, like, wouldn't you want to have this? For example, I'm not fully with all the glasses and stuff like that because I don't like people looking in my house. But I don't like that. It's just privacy reasons. I want to just do my own thing, and nobody should be able to look in my house. What's wrong with you? But yeah, yeah, wouldn't you want to have places like this? Of course. Well, that's your daughter. This symbolizes your daughter. This is symbolic for your daughter. This is how she's gonna be. Now she got that filth, because the Lord said that in the kingdom, He's gonna wash away all the blood. Isaiah 4:4. When Yahweh shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof, because the men, by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. A lot of people are going to die. But the Heavenly Father is going to wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion. So they're going to be clean again. And then they will look like palaces. And then they will look like this. And then they will look like this. And then they would look like... No, this ain't no palace. It looks beautiful, but this ain't no palace. Have a palace in your mind, not a house. You're thinking small. You need to think big. Humongous even. Right? Yeah, this is a house. It's pretty. Might put my pets in there or something, Right. Put your pets in there. Or your favorite Hamite servant, as it is written. Let me finish it up with this, and then I'm done. Joel chapter 3, verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for Yahweh had spoken it. And where is it? No, here. Isaiah 45:14. Thus saith Yahweh, the labor of Egypt, and the merchandises of Ethiopia, and of the Sabians, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. Men of stature, and they shall be thine. Let me see. Let not this one, not this one. Well, it's the same people, but I'm actually looking for the ones that are decent. Decent as in have fucking clothes on, man. Yeah, this one, for example. Yeah, that one. But let me get another one. Dinka in the city. Put some clothes on, man. God damn it. Dinka men. Right. I think I see one there. Let me see where is he. Hey, you got this one. You got this one. That's Manute Bol, by the way. I think a basketball guy. We're gonna dress them decent too. Yeah. Here's the one. They're tall as hell, man. These people are tall as hell, and they're women too. They're women is tall as hell, man. You know. But then I saw one talking to that cave monkey. Oh, it was that Hamite monkey. Okay, cool. I thought it was I saw the so-called presidential office, so I thought it was a devil. Didn't see it. They tall as hell, man. These people. Men of stature shall come unto thee. And what will they do when they come unto us? I remember that there was a Dinka tribe YouTube. Dinka dance. Here. They tall as hell, but hey, do you know how much stamina it takes to keep on jumping like this? Sorry. Sorry about that. But then yeah, it actually takes a lot of stamina, and they can't. But they keep on jumping like this. But these people are tall as hell. But anyway, let me go on. Now it says, the labor of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopia and of the Sabians, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in chains. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee. They're going to beg, saying, surely Yahweh is in thee, and there is none else. There is no other God, basically. There is no God but yours. Verily, thou art a God that hideth thyself, O power of Israel, the Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 13. The envy of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. They ain't gonna hate you no more. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together as 12 tribes. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. And the children of Ammon shall obey them. I was actually not looking for this. I was actually looking for this. Isaiah 49 and 22. Thus saith Yahweh the power, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. They shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. You know how that is? Like this. Here. You got these cave monkeys doing it now. You know? You had people in India doing it and stuff like that. They gonna carry our daughters like this. You know, people in India and doing the kings on their shoulders. You know, they're doing that. We gonna even have them like this. just for fun. But I'd rather do this because I don't want no monkey touching me. So this is gonna be better for my daughters. I don't want no cave monkeys touching my daughters. I'm going to let the Hamites do it too, and the cave monkeys, they're gonna eat shit. You think it's far fetched? You think it's not real? Next verse. And kings shall, Isaiah 48, 49 and 23. And kings shall be their nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and do what? And lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. So that's why we're waiting for the Lord. We wait patiently, Lord willing, that we wait patiently for the Lord and not lose our patience as have some. And once we gonna get them daughters of these other nations, this is what anybody and everybody will have to do. Exodus chapter 11 verse 7. But against the children of Israel, the sons of Israel, shall not a dog move his tongue. And Israelites are dogs too, and swine, because the Lord said, give not thy pearls unto swine, Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs. He was talking about Israelites. Neither cast ye your pearl before swine. He was talking about Israelites. Lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. Right? Don't talk to these dog-ass Israelites and these swine-ass Israelites. Don't talk to them. You know they're beasts. Leave them. Brute beasts, as the book of Jude says, and 2 Peter's. They're brute beasts. Don't talk to them. You're wasting your time. They're going to want to fight you, by the way. They want to fight for their God, Esau. Just like how the Lord called them Satan. Again, he was talking to the Israelites here, calling them dogs. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there's no truth in him. That's why. When he lied, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. He was talking to the Israelites that their father is Cain in the spirit, because they was following after him, being a liar and a deceiver. He was lying. He's the first liar. The Lord said, hey man, where's your brother Abel? Oh, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Why are you asking me for? That guy was a real demon, boy. You know, that's the same spirit that Esau has. Guess what? Jake has it too. Look at 50 Cent. He's deceiving you. And he's laughing at it. He's laughing with it too. 50 Cent broke. He's laughing with it too. You know, he's laughing. Meanwhile, he has to pay people. But he's broke. And he got in trouble because broke 50 Cent ordered to court after flashing cash online. You see, he said that he was broke. And then he flashed the cash online. And then they brought him back in the court. Hey, get over here. What's that money that I saw that you flashed on? Self-snitching to an all-time high. This is in this, how you call that thing? Refrigerator? You know? This fool is having... These people are stupid, boy. I'm telling you, like, Jake's a stupid, boy. they're a class act clown upon themselves. A clown with straight hair, by the way. And pale skin and red cheeks. Yeah, it's you. White people, you're a clown. The afro don't fool me. You know, your skin is pale and your cheeks is red. That represents you. Fool. Right. So, yeah, man. So, hey, man, once that beauty come upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, his chosen ones, his elect, then they're going to carry our daughters like this. Up on the shoulders. And we're waiting for that day. Those days. Because it's not going to be just one day. But, yeah, it's going to start with one day. But, yeah, it's going to be perpetually forever. So, right there you have it. Don't get tricked by these devils. Because they have little tricks. And I'm going to try and put all the links in the description box so you can check them out for yourself if you have the time. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.